Hi and welcome back to my channel. These little guys came from Dollar General. They're 3 for $1, and I'm going to customize them to look like 3 different cats that I've had over my lifetime. They are Speak No Evil, Hear No Evil, See No Evil, and what I am using is the epoxy sculpt, and this is something you want to use gloves with because it's a chemical compound that does a lot of chemical stuff, and it can irritate your skin. So it does solidify, it doesn't need baking, but it can be harmful to skin, so make sure you're using that. I'm putting out a hole in the cat here. Here's the first cat we're customizing. His name is Banjo. He lives with me. So there's the little hole I was going to point out. It does cause issues later on, and you'll see why. And I'm trying to smooth it out. I do use water to do this. It helps them to get nice smoother edges around that. And epoxy sculpt's great because it does hold its texture and stuff. So you can do a lot of things. It's just kind of expensive, and like I said, it can be very irritating to the skin, so you do want to watch out for that. These guys were really fragile. I've never really gotten anything from Dollar General that's been this fragile. So when I saw the holes, I was a little upset. But right here, I wasn't even pressing that hard, and I noticed it broke. And it breaks in 2 different places, actually. And I had to put it down for a few minutes because I was just so angry. So a quick chihuahua break. Oh, and we're back. You can see that I was pointing out stuff. I'm already trying to sculpt it back up. I just didn't have the patience to do it on the camera. So I'm trying to add more here. It is cracking while I'm doing it, but epoxy sculpt is rock hard, so it's going to be harder than the resin, which is going to be great because it'll actually add more structure to this piece later on. I could have stopped and tried using masking tape to hold it together, but at this point it was late at night and I didn't want to try working with it any more than I was, which is not a great outcome since it's the start of the project. And here I am just trying to cover the edges and do the texture. So I was taking breaks in between doing the other cats in this, but to keep it consistent, I wanted to show you the process for the one cat altogether. So it was having hard time to harden and get back together. And the great thing about adding texture is you can kind of hide anything. And this is the back of the cat. Nobody's going to be looking at the back of my decorations. They're going to go up in my office. Nobody's going to notice. And I'm really just trying to build up on the holes because they're still kind of sinking in. And then I did check it the next day. And I did kind of still do it, but I think adding some texture and color to tomorrow, or today, next day, will actually fix it, and then covering it up with color and stuff, I don't think anybody will notice. And I'm not selling these, like I said. These are for personal decorations for my office. Also because I have an office that's decorated for Halloween all year round. I am taking a lot of caution not to press too hard near the tail because I'm scared that it will break even more. You'll see me testing on the other cats, like just tapping, like, is this gonna break? And then I was very nervous about the rest of this project because I was afraid that they were all gonna break on me. I mean, it was only $3, but at the same time, they're really cute, and I didn't know if I'd be able to find them again. And I feel like this is going a lot slower than it was, but this is at 2 times the speed. So maybe I should have like sped this up, but I was asked not to by a family member because they wanted to see me do this in progress. So let me know if you think I should make this a little bit faster, or do you think this is the right amount of speed? And just adding texture, trying to cover up everything. This cat does have a big butt though. Banjo has a huge butt. I've joked that he looks like a raccoon from behind. So maybe that kind of adds to it. I'm not sure. Maybe. Please don't tell him I said that though. He will bite my ankles. Next cat is Bonsai, and he passed away when he was 16, but he was my first childhood cat, and I adore him. You don't get to see a lot of his customization because, unfortunately, my camera did die halfway through this. So you get to see his fluffy tail, but then you'll see that he has a big fluffy chest, big fluffy elbows, and I put a bonsai tree on his hat. So there's a lot more customization than you see in this little video, but unfortunately, it doesn't get shown up till the very end. Fun story, Bonsai was trained to herd children out of my room. I have nephews and nieces that are only 7 to 8 years younger than me, but they came over often and they would always run in my room to come check out my stuff. And he would chase them straight out and put them in a corner, and I loved it. Like, my parents were like very mad about it, but I loved having a cat that could herd children out of my room away from me. And he would just put them in the corner. He wouldn't hurt them. And when he got older, he mastered the art of just smacking people without using his claws. Best cat ever. He did, when he finally met my fiance, he did get very grumpy, and he smacked him, and it did not go well. But they begrudgingly liked each other by the end of it. Thankfully, this one did not crack on me, because this one was one of the ones that had a hole in the back, and then when I did the chest fluff, I noticed there was a crack on the front of it too, and I was so relieved when I was doing the chest fluff that I was actually putting stuff. So here's Silver Bells. This was actually my dad's cat. She is currently 16. She's kind of angry, and we just took her to the vet for her shots. She lives with my mom. I still pay for the medical bills and stuff like that and take her. They took her back to get rid of some mats because she's getting older and to do her blood work and stuff, and we heard scrambling, yelling, and then just quiet in the back office. And 10 minutes later, the vet techs, I love them, don't say anything about my vet, I will get mad. They came in with her wrapped in that little burrito that you saw, deep, and she was snugged in there tight. And the guy who was like 6'4", big hulking guy, handed her to me very gently and backed away like she was going to eat him. She did try to attack the tech. And then our vet did do most of her checkout on my lap, where she just growled and stumbled into my legs. She doesn't like to be held, she doesn't like to be touched. The only person she really likes is my mom and my sister. She begrudgingly likes me. She used to love me, but because I've taken over her medical, nail trimming, cutting her fur and stuff like that, she absolutely cannot stand me. But she's called the princess. So her cat actually got a little tiara at the end because she is Silverbell's the princess. She is spunky. She looks like a kitten. When I told people that she is 16 years old, she still moves really well. She's very small. She's always been a small cat. People are very shocked by that. And, like, when she's small too, she's spunky. She will run up to a dog, and I have quite a few dogs, and my mom has a little Yorkie. She will smack that dog and then jump to higher ground and just stare at the dog like, I know better. And she's taught many a dog how to respect cats, so if you need a cat to teach a dog to respect a cat, she's the cat. We call her the Miss Priss, and I love her to death. She's such an amazing cat. Even though she like nips me and everything. I love her. I'm adding her little cheek fluffs. I wish I could have done this to Bonsai's, but his was kind of squished because his is the See-No Evo, which because he was going blind at the end, that's why I did his See-No Evo. Silver doesn't listen to anybody, so that's why she's Hear No Evil. And then Banjo Speak No Evil because that cat talks 24/7. So I kind of tried to pick it. And then I wasn't really happy with the chest fluff. I was trying to make it look like a Disney character little chest fluff. But it just kind of reminded me of a gnome beard. It came out cute though. Tell me what you think about the end. And thank you for stopping by. Whether you're new or old, thank you and have a wonderful day.